Hello, welcome to A Few Minutes with Peter. I'm Buddy Pennington, pastor of Westville Assembly of God in Holmes County, Florida, the host for the study. Tonight's lesson is going to be taken from 1 Peter chapter 5 and verses number 5 and 6. Allow me to read that for you. At this time, I'm going to be reading from the New Living Translation. In the same way, you who are younger must accept the authority of the elders. And all of you, dress yourselves in humility as you relate one to another, for God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. So humble yourselves under the mighty power of God, and at the right time he will lift you up in honor. Now, in this part of his letter to the disciples, Peter has turned his attention one more time to the idea of authority. In the beginning of chapter 5, he tells the elders not to lord their authority over those under them, to take care of their flock and not do it begrudgingly, but do it to serve the Lord. Now he speaks to the young people in the congregation. He's telling the young men specifically, recognize the authority of the elders. He wants them to understand that the elders have spiritual authority over them, and they need to be willing to submit to this authority. We've already covered how he approaches the idea of submitting to authority in other videos. This particular one is dealing straight with the elders and the young men under their care. Then he says to them, humble yourselves in the presence of each other. In other words, the elders and the young men are to realize that they are servants of God and should dwell together in love and not try to be rebellious or arrogant or too proud in the presence of another believer. He tells them that God will lift them up if they will just humble themselves before God. And then he makes a statement to them that's very important. They need to be willing to submit to the power of God. They have to understand he is the ultimate authority. So elders and the young men in their care should both submit to God. Allow me, if you will, to admonish you about something. Sometimes younger people in a congregation begin to feel like those who are older are oppressing them. They feel frustrated that the elders are the ones in charge and that they have very little say about what is going on. I encourage the young people who may be watching this video, understand that God has given the elders in the congregation a responsibility, and if they will take their responsibility seriously, they will only do what is good for you. And they will serve you. And you need to understand that you need to respect their authority and be willing to serve them. And all of you together serve God. It's my prayer that these videos will be a blessing to you. Allow me to invite you to visit our Facebook page, which is Westville AG at 2513 Cypress Street. May God richly bless you until the next time when we get together for A Few Minutes with Peter.